There is only one thing in this world that is more beautiful than the scene before you. Boom. This folding knife right here. And guys, thank you for watching The Knife Whisperer. And remember, I love you.
Hello, boys and girls. Knife Whisperer here. Today we will talk about a knife that was made by Reate, designed by my favorite knife designer, Tashi Bharucha. And what we have today is Mass Drop puts it out, but you know, Mass Drop is Mass Drop. It's whatever, just taking advantage of a great knife here that they happen to carry. Not a big fan of Mass Drop, but the truth remains that they have great knives on their site, and they put together some good prices. And the problem is you wait forever to get your knives. I mean, forever. It took me 7 weeks to get this after I was told that it was in stock. But anyways, you guys already know that story, so I'm not going to bore you any longer. This is the Heatseeker. Now this is based off of one of Tashi's custom designs, the Heatseeker. And what we have here is a 3.5-inch blade, flat grind. You can see here, this is Tashi's Maker's Mark. I've always liked the looks of that Maker's Mark. I don't know, it looks classy and sophisticated and Japanese or something. I don't know, but it looks sexy. Anyways, this comes down to a super slicey edge. I know you can tell that from the way I'm holding it, right? Yeah, you can tell. Humor me here. Yeah, we can see that, Knife Whisperer. Cool, guys. But it comes down to 16 thousandths behind the edge. That is really, really good for a production knife. We have a blade stock of 0.14, so not super thick, but not super thin. You know, a good medium ground there. We have carbon fiber on the show side. As you can see, we had these slots milled out of the handle. And on the lock side, this is a frame lock, titanium with the same slots milled out. A beautiful titanium milled pocket clip. It is on ceramic bearings, ceramic detent ball. Super smooth. I already pointed this out the other day in my confessions video, that this flipper tab is like the only drawback of this design, or maybe his custom isn't like this, but it is so friggin' sharp. Like, it hurts your finger every time you flip it. It feels like it's cutting the inside of your finger here. But it's actually, I don't know if I'm just getting used to it, or if I don't know, the knife is broken in a little bit better, but it's not as bad now. But anyways, yeah, so just so you guys know that flipper tab's sharp. I thought about maybe grinding this down right here just to make like a little bit of a like a flatter surface, so it'd be like good for a push button. Because that's pretty much how you deploy this knife to anyways. I mean, it looks like you should be able to do like the light switch, like you'd pull back, but it really hurts when you try to do it that way. And if you have any pressure at all on this lock bar, it's not coming out. And then your finger hurts even more because you just wasted the flip on this little sharp tab. And the blade didn't even come out. So I just make sure it's off, and then I just push down. And that works really, really well. So I'm thinking about doing that, but I'm actually kind of scared too, because what if I take too much off and now I can't flip it at all? Or if it's crooked, like, I don't know, I'm scared. It's a $300 knife. I don't want to F it up, you know. So, very, very, very sexy knife. comes in at 4.4 ounces. They also make a titanium, all titanium version in like a blue stonewash. They have like this satin, well, I don't know, just your regular titanium finish as well on the other side. That same color, stonewashed. And there is I believe a bronze one. I'll put pictures in here so you guys can see the other versions of this knife. And yeah, so $300. You're looking at probably 7 to 8 weeks before you get it. So I mean, if you have patience, cool. If you want to do a little grinding on the flipper tab, cool, but really not cool, because the $300 knife, it should come to you ready to go. You shouldn't have to touch it, but is what it is. This is by far my favorite aesthetically pleasing knife in my collection. I absolutely love Tashi's designs. So I already had the Starboy. This is designed by Tashi as well, made by Reate. And you can see here that you have similar, like a similar design in the handle, the way it's done. And the flipper tab, I mean, this flipper tab is 10 times better though. I mean, you have a lot more here and it curves up. So I mean, this one doesn't hurt your fingers at all. I mean, this one you can flip for days. And I don't know, it's definitely more pleasurable to fidget with than this one is. But this one is getting better. I think it just needed to be broken in, and I got to come to the decision whether or not I want to mess with this tab. I'm thinking probably not, because with my luck, I'm going to F it up. And I don't think it's really worth sending it to somebody to have them do it. I don't know, maybe. If any of you watching, if you think that that's something that you could do, like, you know, just kind of grind it down so you have a nice flat spot here for a push button, and you could get it nice and even. I don't know, maybe we'll talk, maybe I'll send it to you and have it done. Yes. So the Tashi Heatseeker. It's like I said, designed by Tashi Bharucha. Tashi is a knife designer out of France, and he's actually started as a graphic designer, and I believe he still does graphic designing. He is only a part-time knife maker, and he just started making his own knives in like small quantities a couple years ago. But he's been around for about 10 plus years now, and he's worked with legends such as Bob Trezzola, Peter Carey, Jan Zanzo, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Jan Zanzo, Tom Mayo, Lee Williams, and many more guys. I mean, Tashi has worked with pretty much every legend that there is out there. And his designs are just absolutely amazing. I'm going to roll some pictures in here of some of his customs as well. And so yeah, guys, he is just a magician when it comes to designing knives. You know, you can tell by looking at a Tashi knife that it's a Tashi, you know, before even anybody ever telling you. You can just, because they all have similar lines, just like he likes these handles that kind of curve up so that when you're holding the blade, your knuckles are kind of almost level here. I mean, I know that they're really not, but that's kind of like what it seems like he's going for, so that you can get lower down on your cutting surface before your flipper tab were to hit the surface, you know. Just very, very, very aesthetically pleasing knives. I mean, they're just, it's amazing. And this is kind of a new thing we started. I have to give it my stamp of approval. A little bit of a lick there. That's the Knife Whisperer stamp of approval. So when you guys get a knife in, and make sure you do it when it first comes in. Don't clean it. You want to be a man about it, or woman, whatever. Be hardcore, you know. Look at, you know, just give it a little love. You know, it's yours. And now it's definitely yours because it's got your COVID all over it. Right? Good times. But guys, what do you think of this design? Again, like the Starboy here. Beautiful, beautiful knife. The Heatseeker. This is my new, I don't know about favorite. I don't know. In design, this is definitely my favorite knife in my collection right now. I absolutely love the look of this knife. And the only thing that's holding me back from thinking that it is my absolute favorite thus far is just this flipper tab. But it's getting better though. So, I don't know. I'm thinking that by tomorrow, this may be my most favoriteest knife that I've had in my collection thus far. Let me know, guys. What do you think of Tashi Bharucha? I think he is a friggin' genius. And everything that he makes is gold. And I love him. And I'd love to meet him in person and tell him that I love him. Tashi, if you ever see this video, I love you. Long time. And maybe someday I'll be able to grab one of your customs. You know, fingers crossed. Guys, thanks for listening. We got the goodbye flex. The goodbye hug. And I'll catch you in the next one. Knife Whisperer out.